I'm having a rough time. Like, I'm having a rough day today, I guess.
I got you. I
I
got you.
can't really speak today.
Uh-huh.
We all like borderline stuff.
Right.
Like borderline this, borderline, and so like you have those days when that borderline is more on
Yeah.
the other side than the
Right.
line. Yes. So yeah,
Wow. I'm sorry to hear that. Jeez.
it's okay. It's just the way it is. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
I like to think that's why I'm a genius.
Yeah. That's true. Here
Yeah,
you
because
go.
if there was,
You're coming back. You're
uh,
coming back now. You're coming back.
let me tell you something. If there was nothing wrong with me at
Mhm.
all, I would be like the world dictator. Like,
Mm.
thank God there's shit that's wrong with me. Like, yeah, for everybody, humanity. It's good for
Yeah.
humanity.
Wow. You'd have been a crazy leader somewhere in the
Not
world.
somewhere, everywhere. You don't know. Like,
Everywhere.
yeah, you see what I mean? Like, it's a good thing there's like some things that are off with me.
Wow. Acknowledging is the first step towards, what they say when you're crazy. Uh,
I didn't say I was crazy.
oh, okay.
Oh,
I,
but
I
when did
thought
I say I was crazy? Do you
you.
think I'm crazy? Oh my God, Tina, do you think I'm crazy? Is that why you invited me? Let's see the crazy chick. let's talk with the crazy chick. Is that where we're going? Hmm?
I mean, everyone has a fetish, right? I'm into talking to crazy chicks.
So okay, but I'm not crazy. So do you want me to be crazy? Like what?
No, no, I
No, I
don't.
didn't
It
catch it. I'm
was.
not crazy. They tried. Like, yeah, I'm borderline crazy, but I'm like, that's not no. That
Wow.
would be wrong for me, to be called
Okay.
crazy.
All right. So you pretty much saying you've never been to a mental institution because of any kind of nervous breakdown. You've always.
But no.
No. Okay. Okay. That's what comedy is. Comedy is not mental institution.
No,
To
it's the other way around. Reality is a mental institution, and comedy
wow.
is what lets us step outside.
You are so deep, young lady. This is
Oh, here's a
great.
couple of things that are wrong with that statement: the deep thing and the young lady. Wow. Okay. First of all, okay. Last time I was young, was like I was 12. Like,
I
come on.
got you. I give you for catching that one. I give you a thumbs up.
Yeah, and the whole lady thing, I don't know if I was ever a lady. I don't think I ever like experienced that time in my life. Well, I mean like I'm well mannered,
Yeah,
but
that
yeah, I
counts.
think like when you're a rebellious woman, that's not a like that's not ladylike.
Mm,
Being like that aspect of being a rebellious is not ladylike.
I got you. Wow. Okay. I got you. Yeah. I mean, there's
Right.
that.
So
I
you calling
guess.
me old now? What do you mean I'm right? Like what's
Oh
happening?
boy. I'm terrible at this. Please. There's a reason why I'm single and in a basement. You know, by
There's
myself
like
most
one
nights.
reason for that, you think?
All right, you leave my issues alone. I leave your issues alone.
uh,
Okay. Plus,
listen,
this is
you're
about you, by the way. Welcome to. Let's make it a little more professional. Welcome to be my guest. With Quarantino. That's what this is all about. I've been finding ways to make this quarantine work for me. And my name is Tino Quarantino. Ta-da! Brilliant. And
yay.
yeah, and want to welcome you to be my guest.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. I'm recording officially, so
Yep.
yeah,
No,
everything counts now. Okay, this is
for real.
plus,
Like
yeah, yeah,
everything
yeah.
now is for real, right?
Everything is for real. Everything was before was fake.
But now it's for real.
Yeah, no, it's for real. The way you were
Oh,
catching me about being a bad, that is so true. I mean, we all have flaws. I recognize my flaws. You know, I try to work with them. I try to work with them. Like my
okay.
flaws and
How is it going? Are they working with you? because mine are motherfuckers.
Yeah, you can't work with your flaws.
No.
No, you gotta just get rid of them.
Yeah, you gotta like cut it at the roots. I'm like,
That's true. That's true. But I guess that's what makes us human.
to
We
each
keep.
its own, you know.
Yeah.
To each its own. I mean, like it looks like you're doing better than me. You got them like expensive light fixtures right there to keep your ceiling. So hey, maybe I should start working with my flaws too. Like, that's all. Because all I have is like a wall. Like that's it. I can't even like, hey, let me show you where I live. Here's a wall. It's me and the wall.
Yeah, you have a very interesting wall too. The map. This is who
Yeah,
you
this is
are.
an old school New York City like taxi cabs. They used to be like a string, and
Ah.
when you would, you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I inherited this. So I think that's a great background since I love it.
Yeah. New York,
And of
very New
course,
York.
that's my festival that we started like we're
Yeah.
second year into it. So yeah, it's like
Woo.
everything that I love is on my wall. So it's just me and the wall, you know.
Yeah. Wow.
Being like I love America, USA. I love
Yeah.
America. Yeah, I
Wow.
love Coney Island. I like the festival. It's my friend. I love New York. So there you go.
There you go. Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad you're loving USA despite of everything that's going on. I know you're a comedian. I know you're a comedian first, and an actress, and everything else. But what are you feeling about what's going on in the world right now? Well, pretty much in America. Let's
Okay.
concentrate it.
So, we're having a really good time right now. Like, it's like party on the streets. Really, what you want to talk about? Like, yeah, there's fireworks. Yeah, no.
Is there ever? Is there ever fireworks?
Like,
Yeah.
it's scary to come out outside for a lot of different reasons. Like, that's what it is, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Well, yeah, yes there is. Yes there is. Just this quarantine has given me reason to just stay home and avoid any kind of like confrontation.
Contact.
Yeah, confrontation, contact with anyone. I mean, first it was COVID, now it's the cops. You know what I mean? So,
Well, no, it's always been the cops, and
well,
it's just like, and then COVID just interrupted that for a few. But it's kind of like,
it's coming back. It's making a comeback.
it's not making. No, I think Will Smith says it's not that it's now. It's just these video cameras now. Like it's not now. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
just there's like now you could tape it.
Right.
It's like if you run a red light.
Mm-hmm.
You could run a red light, and if you don't get caught, mm,
Yeah.
so it's kind of like that's but I'm very happy about things that have like the repercussions that these
Mm-hmm.
officers are facing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really happy with that because
Mm-hmm.
that wouldn't happen like 10 years ago, that they all got fired right away. They got fired right away, even
Mm-hmm.
before all the charges, and they
Mm-hmm.
all got fired, all four of them. So that's hope. That's very hopeful. Like, obviously our society is nowhere near where ideally we want to be in equality, but there's always going to be racist people. There's going to be always racist cops, racist doctors, and I don't,
Mm-hmm.
like Americally, historically here it's the skin color, right? But there's always there's going to be some Asian doctor that doesn't like Indians, or vice versa, I'm just pulling out of my head.
Mm-hmm.
There's always going to be that, but I think what's important is to see how society reacts to that. Like,
Right.
what laws do you have in place, right? So most of the world doesn't have laws in place where cops get fired, where they
Mm.
get prosecuted. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's so that gives me hope. It's just like it's hard. You're watching a person die. Like, what? Yeah.
Yeah. It was,
Tough.
it's
Yeah.
yeah, it's tough. It's
Yeah.
oh boy, and it's like it comes on the heels of the other incident in Atlanta, so it's kind of when you have the back-to-back effect like that, and the effect of like people are angry overall. So you give them any kind of reason to kind of take to the streets and let out some frustrations, they will. Throughout history, that's been the case. People are oppressed, they're frustrated, but who knows what's going on these
Okay, but
days.
I'm just saying, like, that's I agree with all of that, and none of that makes looting okay. Like, nothing makes looting okay. And I'm pro violence. Okay,
Mm.
I want to make, like, I am pro. I believe there's situations where sometimes you got to be violent for the better good.
Mm.
Like, you don't have to believe that, but I do believe that. And let me tell you something. No, nothing, nothing makes that kind of, like, okay. I understand people are frustrated. Like, I think mayor, was it like the mayor of Atlanta or whatever? I think she
Yeah.
did the best. Go vote. You don't like the prosecute them, vote them out. Vote somebody else. Like, so because I feel, because the police is being held accountable, and individual actions are being held accountable, like, you don't. And then, no, like, if they didn't, I'll be right there with, like, let me get my gun. Like,
Yeah.
let's go get these. Like, I
Ah.
will be the first one, but
Yeah.
that's not the situation.
I gotcha.
Like,
Ah.
When Rodney King happened, and and people like that, um, very understandable, because nothing was done. Like,
Mm-hmm.
nothing was done.
Mm-hmm. So you feel once justice or the law takes course and takes action, that's it. Like people should not, you know, um, take to the streets and rebel
No,
and
no, no,
riot
no, no, no,
because
no. There's rioting and protest. Those are two
right,
different things.
right,
Yeah, yeah. I am a supporter of protests.
yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of things that are wrong, and I think one of the biggest things, like, about this, for me, is, the football players kneeling opposed to a cop kneeling, and, like,
mm,
just, I think that's a very clear, like, our society is just not there yet, for where a lot of us want our society, the society to be. We want to live in a better society, and we understand what needs, what is a better society, but it's that process of getting there. Just, we're still there, we're still there.
right, okay. I
So,
got you. Thank
yeah,
you for your
that's
take. That's something that people, usually don't want to go because of the racial implications. Like today, I actually had a conversation with, I pretty much just called Barry Ribs. I told him to take down the post.
about what.
He had a post about pretty much, it said, oh, they're out there looting. What they want is more food stamps.
What?
You know, yeah, something that kind of like went at
That
black
has
people.
nothing to do with that. That has nothing. First of all,
Exactly.
majority of people on food stamps are single white women. Okay, like,
Well,
some,
well, Mr.
yeah.
Ribs, Mr.
So,
Ribs is not aware.
well, no, he's not. And saying, well, what does that have to do with food stamps? There's obviously, because majority of people are not violent. Majority of people are not looting. But it doesn't take a lot for a fire. Like, I just, it takes one person to set a fire.
Right.
you know and I believe some of these instances, they're being set up.
Wow.
I totally believe that. I
A little
I
conspiracy theory here, huh?
Well, because, yeah, I mean, like, if I was evil, I would do that.
Ah.
Like,
Wow.
no, I'm being realistic, like,
So what, you
but
think it's as a form of distraction? Why? Why do they?
it's
What?
still not okay for you to walk into, like, broken down store and steal stuff. Like, none of that still makes it okay. Like, like, Yeah, no, but I don't understand what it has to do with food stamps. So like, I'm sorry, I'm not making that logical link, you know?
No, no, no. Neither did he.
That they are
He.
poor? I don't think it has to do with anything with poor. That that that's
Uh,
that's not I don't think so.
yeah,
I'm
he didn't make the right connection, and yeah, and it got really big. It was like by the time I got to it, it was like
so
five
what did
hours in, and like the black community were coming at him. He was just
well, I
yeah,
think anybody would come in because it doesn't make sense. It's just
right,
not
right. It
like
doesn't, you know. You had like top
you're being
dogs.
very offensive and you're not making any point. Like, like, yeah, you're being really rough on somebody. You're being like, you did this, you're really, really bad, and it's not like
Hmm.
illogical. Like,
Hmm.
I'm sorry. Like, I believe I have a point, right?
Right.
That like violence here is bad, right?
Hmm.
But I don't. What does it have to do with food stamps? Like, they haven't been violence before, right?
Hmm. 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 Right.
And like what? And everybody who is riding on food stamps, are you sure? Like,
Hmm.
yeah, and I just like majority of people on food stamps are white, single mothers.
Right. It is
Yeah.
so refreshing to hear a white woman say that. You don't even know.
Well, that's ridiculous too, because that's just that's not what I'm not saying my opinion. It's a fact.
Yeah, no, but I'm just
So
saying.
is it you never heard a white woman have a fact? And I'm a Jew, so that's like no white person would think I'm white, So like,
Okay,
like
I got you.
if you're enjoying some factual, real words coming from me, and you think I'm really hot and I know these facts, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. The other shit doesn't make sense to me.
Gotcha. I like that you cut right through it. You cut through the
Yeah,
like. You come with your sword and like
yeah.
let's
Well,
cut all this sweet
but
sugar
you,
cane. Yeah,
yeah, but you know me.
yeah, yeah. I should expect it, but I have to talk a certain way, or else you know, I got to do the foreplay before you come and hammer things in. So yeah, cool, 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 cool. That's exactly what I was saying in my heart.
Okay, in your heart.
Yeah, 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 but I can't come out and say it. We're so afraid we have to like walk on eggshells. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
but
Like,
you're so hot. It's so amazing that you know stuff. You know facts? Oh my God.
no,
You're hot and you know facts? Yeah.
that seems to be a sensitive subject. You want to elaborate? Did you run into this scenario a lot in your life where men kind of undermine your brain and are like, oh, this is
Men?
oh,
Yeah.
women
Maybe
too?
some women.
Oh,
It's
okay.
yeah. That I think is a really big undercard with women. Like I don't know something. Like because I got to tell you something. Like me liking and when I'm in love sucking dick has nothing to do with like the rest of the time that I'm spending. Like that doesn't take a lot of time, right? There's still a lot of time in a day where I could read a book and learn something,
Yeah.
documentary. I don't spend the whole time on sucking dick. Like, like just I just wanna
You have your complete
I,
day.
yeah, I think people are like taken back because, I put on makeup that it doesn't take 24 hours for me to put on makeup,
Yeah.
and I could do something else. I know something else.
Mm,
So
excellent. All right. Well, you guys, that's
I'm a
really.
stand-up comedian. I think I made my point.
You made your point. You made your point. You made your point, and you did it very eloquently. That's the
Like,
word. Yes, that's no one gets hurt with that one.
yeah, I get a lot of like. I think I'm more sexually harassed by women than men.
Oh
I think
wow.
one of the reasons I think men like this whole Me Too movement, like I never got I never got harassed, which could be like two reasons, right? One, I could have just really liked it and missed it, like,
Yeah.
and second one, like, I know I would like it, so they wouldn't do it,
Yeah.
like, because like predators don't like it when you like it, like they, the whole
Yeah.
thrill of you like being scared, it's like more fun.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You
so
take
that,
the power. You take the power away.
yeah, but I like it. Like, please, somebody take the power.
Gotcha. Clear. All right, guys. Well,
So
we'll try. Well, as it is.
But the point I want to make that that's like, that's with opposite sex, and when it comes to same sex, there's no like, they're not trying to fuck me, like they're not trying to, so
Say that again.
well, they're not trying to fuck me, so they don't have to be like ladies and gentlemen, like they could be straightforward themselves, like they don't care, right?
Right.
So, and that's when this whole nastiness really comes out, like,
Okay.
the jealousy, the old, like, like, oh, like, just because I wear like red lipstick doesn't mean like I'm stupid.
Gotcha.
So,
Understood.
it just means that I wear red lipstick. Yeah. So.
Yeah. The struggle is real. It's all about perception. You're perceived to be one thing where you're totally like the opposite of that.
I could be. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And the stereotype, like, well, I don't know if it's a stereotype, but women from Soviet Union have a rougher edge to them. Rougher.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Well, I think women from countries that are less developed just have a rougher edge. It's a bit, yeah. Well, it's a type of survival, and society, like we live in one of the more developed societies, right? And a society that's less developed, so it's going to be hard for everybody. But women are always minorities, so it's even harder for women.
So that's why you guys developed that kind of like tough skin and tough.
Well, I mean, your mom is tough, right? Like your mom.
Oh yeah. What she went through, yeah. Let me give a thumbs up to mom. Hello, mom. Hi, mom. Yeah. Say hi to your mom.
Hi, mom.
Hey, what's your mother's name, by the way?
My mom?
Yeah.
Tamara.
Oh wow, very, very American name. Is there an accent to it? Does he change it? Because we found out that your name, besides being Upa, is also Erna, right?
Irina, yeah.
Irina.
Well, Tamara is actually a Hebrew name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can you explain that one? I mean, is she?
I think it means a lion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think it's like a lion or a hart. I don't remember. Okay. But it's a Hebrew name.
Okay. I guess I'll find out. Tamara. Okay, got it. All right. I was trying to pun, but it didn't work. All right.
No, I think there's different pronunciations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, okay. What is hers exactly?
Tamara.
Wow. I was expecting something more
exotic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so was I.
I'm looking at the daughter. I'm like, she's got to be like, her name got to be like, Natasha. No. But it's Tamara. Okay, excellent. And what about your dad? What's the deal with your dad?
He's dead.
Huh?
My dad is dead.
Okay, next question. All right. I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences, by the way. Hi. Yeah, is this like a sensitive subject? Can I ask you a question? No,
we could talk about my father. My father was a very smart man. My father was a scientist.
Yeah, wow. Big ups to him.
Yeah.
Scientist. You don't hear that every day.
No, he was an inventor. He was a very smart man, yeah.
Oh, wow. Besides inventing you, he did like...
He didn't invent me. He made me.
Ah, shit. All right. Don't challenge my English, please. You of all people, you should know. When you're ESL, you're going to use certain words, and people are supposed to let them go.
How are you, ESL? I can understand your mother being ESL. How are you, ESL? See, I think you're playing that. I think you just
No,
playing. Yeah, you're playing an immigrant card. ESL
no.
40 years ago, maybe. Like, what?
Listen, I speak.
You you should be fluent in English by now. Really? Come
I
on, let's.
know, but why people still correct me?
Oh, that has nothing to do with English second language. I think it just has to do something with you. Like you are. Yeah.
Because I just figure like my ESL goes to certain words that I'm not supposed to because remember, I came here
You're
when I was
retarded. That's what it is. It's not ESL.
I'm retarded. So
It's
that's
not.
what my doctor wanted to diagnose me as.
No, listen, yeah, because I go through the same thing. I have the same thing. It's
Uh-huh.
not that you don't know the language. It's just from here to here. There's a disorder. Like
Uh-huh.
that's what happened.
Okay.
Not that you don't know, right? That's not like ESL is English second language because you don't know. Like we know. It's just like we're really smart and intelligent, you know. So there's got to be some sort of disorder. So we're a little bit retarded. It's okay.
All right, guys. Welcome. I am your retarded host, Quarantino. Oh, our
With the
guest.
retarded guess, hey.
yeah, it's the self-proclaimed
A little bit.
retarded. And actually, we're not supposed to be saying that word. I don't know if you've gotten the
Oh
memo.
yeah, well yeah, but then like, what if you were called that all your life?
I don't know. I
What
think.
if that's like your reference? I mean, like, you want to talk to my grandmother? Like, since I was a baby, the retard in the family.
Oof.
So I feel
Yeah,
like
but
as long as
change.
you don't point it at anybody else, how else am I gonna identify myself? I mean, if that's all I knew,
Right. Okay. No, I got you. I got you.
it's like,
I guess
yeah.
you found a loophole.
Well, I mean, a loophole. Oh, it's very Jewish of me, isn't it?
yeah, yeah.
Let's bring out all the stereotypes, right? Hey,
Da-da-da.
like the Russian Jew, right? Like the Russian Jew.
I can get around that.
Get it around.
All right. So, okay, cool. I'm sure you have something for every word, but we're not gonna get into it.
I don't know every word to have something for every word.
I believe in you. I believe in you. I feel like you have a lot of like defense mechanism towards everything in life. So therefore, I feel.
That's what it is. I actually don't. I'm actually very straightforward and honest. I deal with everything. It's not a defense mechanism. I just think it's funny. Like, could it just be that I think it's funny? I have very little issues because I know all of my issues. There's very little I don't deal with in myself. I'm actually very healthy. I went to see a psychiatrist and they told me I'm a very healthy individual.
And
I'm
then you gave him a bonus pay, right?
yeah, no, this is true. Like I went to a psychiatrist. I'm like, okay, this world is really fucked up. Like this is so fucked up. I need to go and fix myself so I can adjust and be like, live my life, a happy life. So I go to a psychiatrist and like after 10 sessions, he tells me that I'm a very well-rounded person. I'm a very well-adjusted person. So it turns out it's not me, it's the fucking world. And I'm really depressed because I can't fix the world. So yeah, I'm just funny. It's not a defense mechanism. I'm just funny. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. Like, do you think every joke I make is a defense mechanism? Like, what are you diagnosing me with? Like, oh my God.
I
You know
think
what?
I just said it. Didn't I just say it?
No, let me tell you something. If we dated, this would be abusive.
Oh, wow.
You
This
would
conversation?
be abusive towards me.
What, this conversation?
Yeah.
Why? Because I'm. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like I called you a little bit retarded, so we're kind of equal, I feel.
Yeah.
It's a good thing we're friends and not dating.
Yeah. Lucky me. Yay. Anyway,
Oh, eat you alive. Like, I can't see.
I got it. I am
Sorry.
deep down. I'm scared, but I still gotta put up my yeah. I'll get
I
you.
know. I know. It's like, so there's guys, right, that know, like, they can't, right? Yeah, and I
What
know.
about me?
What?
What about me? Go ahead. How
No,
do
and
you know?
I know that they can't.
Right.
And majority of this can't is just because they feel they can't. Like, you know, I'll take anything.
There's no proof.
You
They
know.
psyched
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, there's no sign on me, like, not for Kevin. Like, there's not that. Yeah, it's their own belief. It's like,
Right.
so, so because they feel they can, and I know this. And I know that when they see me, they really don't like me. Not because I'm me, but because they feel some sort of way about themselves when they think about me. And they assholes to me. And I know why they assholes to me.
Wow.
Right?
This is
Is
heavy.
that something?
I'm sorry about this, but what
Is it tragic?
I feel like it is. You deserve better.
I do.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing, and I'm like, that's tragedy. But that's why you're doing comedy, right? But
Yeah.
yeah, what exactly? What's the disconnect? What are they expecting from you, and what are you giving off that you feel that kind of makes them treat you a certain way? What do you think it is?
They treat me a certain way because that's how they feel about themselves.
Mm,
Nothing. I'm not doing anything. I'm just being me.
yeah,
Like,
but
I'm
it
not.
takes two to tango, no? They said it takes two to tango.
Yeah, but this isn't tango. Like, I'm like, it does to take two to tango. You can't tango by yourself. You have to dance, right? That's
It's not life. Okay, go
just
ahead.
because just because I'm there and I'm being me doesn't mean there's a tango. Like,
Mm,
like, I don't know.
way
Like,
to break
a lot of
down.
people have their own.
Yeah.
It's none of my business what their issue is.
Hmm.
It's none of my business what people's issues are.
Right. Okay. So they
I
just
don't want to know.
right.
That's a lot to take on. I have friends. They tell me their issues. I take that on because they're my friends.
Right.
You,
But you wouldn't take a significant other's issue just to kind of like make it work, and just understanding that everyone pretty
yeah,
much
but it's
has
a
issues. Everyone
significant
has a
other.
past.
Yeah,
Hmm?
it's a significant other. It's not some, dickhead who has issues. Like, significant other is like a relationship. Relationships are different, obviously, but
Yeah.
I'm not like attending everybody's issues. And
Okay.
sometimes I won't.
It
Sometimes
all,
you won't.
okay. It all depends.
Yeah, of course, depending what your issue is.
Hmm. I got you. Great answer. Great answer. Um. Yeah. So sweet. So yeah. Oh, so.
I got a great answer.
Yeah. Yeah, you wanna do a little dancing or whatever, just to show
I
off
don't
another
dance.
one of your many talents? Because you possess a lot of talent, right? You
Yeah, but
model.
I don't dance. I don't sing. Yeah, it's
Uh,
mostly a lot of like things where I look good.
yeah,
Yeah, and then I do comedy.
yeah. That's it. You make is that's what you make work, right? Just I do comedy, I look good, and then whatever in between,
I think
right?
I look good. Thank you. I mean, like, I gotta tell you something.
Yeah.
I look better on.
Hey, let's ask the audience. Does this young lady looks good? What's the consensus? Well,
I don't know. Do I need to like model? Do I need to like?
yeah, do it. Yeah. There you go. Give a striker pose. There you go. See, she can go there. That's what I'm saying. You have
Wearing sunglasses in the basement at like 9:30 p.m.
the light. This
Oh, you're
these
expensive.
these Jewish owned lights are
Your
really.
your expensive light fixtures are blinding you. That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
You see my $5 Christmas lights?
Yeah, you got to change a few bulbs, but
No, I don't. What are you
who's
talking about?
counting?
You're hating. Oh, you're hating on my lights. Oh, you see, where do I need to? I checked them. Nice try. Nice. You hate.
I don't know,
Oh,
Frank.
you hating. There's no lights. Nope, nope, nope.
It must be the
Nope,
shades.
nope, nope,
I
nope.
don't
Nope.
want.
You got some sort of issues you need to work through, okay? Because like that was like
Oh.
checked you really fast. It's not like I need to Google a check fact. Like no broken lights.
All right. Well, I'm looking at them and they look okay, but we'll take your word for it.
You're
I
wearing
didn't know.
sunglasses in the basement. All right, yeah. You're looking at it. Yeah, I'm
I
sure.
didn't. I
Like,
didn't know you. I didn't know you were so sensitive about your
mind you,
lights.
mind you, nothing changed. All the light bulbs are there, and you're still trying to convince me that it's me. Okay, let's do.
This
Yeah,
the one in the middle there. Like unless they're all different, there's a design. But I see the one right there. It looks
where?
different.
Which
Like
one?
by the D.
The way they're turned, but they're all the same. This is the way
Yeah.
they're turned.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, bingo. That's what. See, it's all about, and you might like this callback. It's all about the angles.
Oh, I do like that. Yeah.
See, I listen to you.
Yeah, you do.
I'm probably the
That's
1%. I'm
yeah,
probably the 1%.
yeah.
That's why I know you're beautiful because, yeah, that's like one of my first. That's one of my first things. Like, all right, I gotta like have that like she's hot. I want to listen to this. I want to see how hot people live. What's their life like? How much every time you open the door, is there like a dick waiting for you at the door? Like it's like all along the way.
I mean, honestly, between you and me, yeah, I could. If I wanted to, I
Mhm,
could.
mhm. No.
I mean,
No
like,
kidding. No kidding. Pretty much.
but it's because like, because no matter what the situation is, and I'm not like in a relationship, I'm not dominant, I'm submissive. So,
Wow.
but
That's one of those dun, dun, dun.
yeah, because there's a catch, right? The reason I'm submissive because I know that no matter what, like no matter what, I'm the one with a vagina.
Ah,
I feel it's like
I'm
that
gonna give
joke
him
of
a
hers,
thumbs up
I
for
then
vagina.
I'm all right being submissive. That's okay. That I mean, like I think I have to balance stuff out because I'm like, what are you gonna bring to the table that's better than a vagina?
Ah, fuck, man, you have stomped me with that one.
Yeah, so I don't mind being like, oh, I want a dick because I'm all right. I feel comfortable. Like,
Yeah, you could always make it work. Yeah,
no, because
fuck. It's
I
just
know
not
what I
fair.
have. Like
It's just
when you know what you have, it's
yeah,
all right.
yeah. Yeah, I've encountered that. Like women can say pretty much anything they want because at the end of the day, the vagina still stays there, and it'll have it'll have options. It can have the attitude that it wants, and it's just amazing.
Yeah, and when you know this, I think it becomes different. Yeah, it's you know, so unannounced to me,
Hmm,
I guess I became single,
hmm.
and yeah, well,
Sorry
because
to hear that. No, right.
no, it's I mean this happened a while back. I didn't know. I found out online. So
Oh,
yeah,
ouch.
yeah.
Sorry.
Is it really ouch?
No, it's this. Listen,
I
if
mean,
you
like,
thought you were in a
if
relationship with
if
someone,
I have to find out about me being single online, I feel like I escaped with like a scratch instead of like, you know what I mean? Like
mm,
I haven't been in a really like s- real like real life
mhm,
situation
yeah,
where this kind of character comes out. Like thank God it didn't come out with like, you know, something like I needed something that was, you know, help me with something and this shit comes out. I feel like, oh my God, I find out who you are.
mm,
I'm very like, you know, it doesn't this is like it doesn't mean I'm not hurt, but I just feel like I got away real nice. Like, you know, it's just a scratch. I'll put a band-aid on it. Could have
mm,
been so like that quality of
right.
a personal, you know, a person. That's not
Yeah,
a good person. That's not
I
like that,
got you. I got you.
you know, so the like
Mhm.
you
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 sure
could
this is not a defense mechanism?
no, because like people could no, but think about it. Somebody could stick themselves in me, but can't tell me that they don't want to be like, you know what I mean?
Mm. No, I
So,
got
but
you.
anyway, yeah. So as soon as I became single, I'm like, oh my God, I'm single now. Okay, like you know,
Mhm.
oh my God.
Mm,
Yeah, I could have yeah, every time I opened the door,
mm,
I could.
that's it. But
Yeah,
but you don't want to.
I don't have time. Like I,
Uh-huh.
you know, I like to read a book sometime.
Mm,
You know, I run a festival. I have a
yeah.
show.
Ooh.
I like cooking.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, and I also
Yeah.
like to I like investing in one person
Hmm.
because like you know like I'm intelligent, so I have my kinky side to me, and
Do tell.
like you didn't see that coming. That you didn't see coming about me.
You know, it's part of the scared part. You know what I mean? It's part of the scared part. It's like, it's that thing that we feel and we know. We're like, oh, we're just not gonna go there. We're just gonna leave it alone. Like, I don't want to know. I don't want
No,
to
but
know.
all intelligent people are a little bit kinky. That's the whole point because you get
Right.
bored by the same mundane
Just
stuff.
being, yeah.
I am.
You want to give the audience a little example of like what would you consider like light freaky for you, or is it just kind of just another side that you just don't want to address?
Well, it's a lot. I don't know what you're expecting, but there's like there's more I wouldn't do than I would. Like if that makes sense. Like
Okay, it
I,
still gives me a boner,
I just
but good.
well I you know like no, but you know like you live in New York and I'm an artist, so like you know like you never been to a sex show, you never been to a strip club, you know what I mean? Like I think that's regular for like anybody. Cabaret shows, I mean I've seen stuff, so what,
Okay,
you know? So
but
you
you
know,
personally have not indulged in them, or have you
what are you
like?
asking me? Just ask me what the fuck you want to personally indulge in the what the fuck are you talking about? Just say what you want to say.
I am not getting in trouble. Nope, nope, nope,
Then
nope,
you
nope.
shouldn't ask me anything then. Like if you don't feel comfortable asking me stuff, then that's not the conversation we should be having. Is this like, are you hosting a show or what?
No, but I'm just saying because I give the host a chance to kind of like get what I'm trying to say. Because if I get right to it, it might be something too sensitive. Like you
Right,
could
but
play with it. You could play
you're
with
not
it.
really
Yeah.
asking me anything. Like you're
But
not really
you know what I'm asking you.
no, I don't. That's why I'm asking
Have
you
you
that
indulged in
one
any
on
of
one.
these events? You know, because like when we're on the subject of like freak, you know what I mean? That's what we're going. So I was saying like,
What are
and
you talking about?
you mentioned sex parties. You mentioned like these things that are happening because you're a performer and you've been there.
Okay.
Because have you taken? Because I know because I've booked people, female comedians, to do sex parties, to do like where people are actually having
Oh,
sex and
well,
stuff.
well, no, no, I see.
So
You
that's
freaky dicky. Ah!
No,
No.
I'm bookie dicky. I
Book
just
them.
book it. I just
You
book it.
book them, right. I performed on one. Very big difference.
Ah, see, ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, as a comedian. See, this is where you go
Oh, as
wrong.
a comedian.
Fucked up right now. You really fucked up
I
right now.
did.
See, you can't keep it. You have to keep your own dick out of it. And if you could keep your own dick out of it, you could actually have a conversation about it.
But it's not gonna be as much fun.
Well, no, right, for you, but then like the interview would be nice.
Yeah. Oh fuck. All right, back to the people. I could never have anything.
Yeah, there's a reason why.
yeah,
I just told you why. Like,
yeah. All right. It died down. All right, back to.
yeah, just keep your dick out of it. Like you can have a conversation about anything. You just need to keep your dick out of it. Because as soon as
No. I was my dick got in it late.
yo,
Okay.
well, I don't want your dick in it. Like,
All right.
like who the fuck invited your dick into this? Like,
I mean, it was listening.
say, hey, Oopa, you want to come and be interviewed by me and my dick? Like, that didn't happen.
Oh, I didn't tell you about my co-host.
Yeah, I still don't want to be interviewed by a dick. Like,
Got it. All right, you're fired. All right, I'm back to Quarantino
who are
solo.
you kidding? Who are you?
All right. I try to avoid every Me Too trap, but
No, you
yeah,
don't. Yeah, I'm telling you.
I
Yeah,
did. I
just
was doing
don't bring
good.
your dick into it. Like, don't bring your own sexual. Like,
Yeah, but I was
sex,
doing
just don't
good.
bring your own thing into it.
Yeah, I did it, but when we got into like the sexual topic is when probably got
Right?
lost.
Did you see how I was talking? I wasn't like I'm like bend over and let me slap you kind of thing, right? I was just discussing like like it could be with anybody, anywhere, blah blah. As soon as you start making it personal that way, it becomes uncomfortable.
Right.
So you got to keep your dick out of it. You could talk about anything, just don't bring your dick into it.
Right. I didn't know it was that blatant, but okay. I'll work on it.
Yes, I know dick,
Yeah. I didn't know how my dick got involved. It's just, but I'll be mindful. I'm new at it. It's it's a process.
I understand. It's your dick. You take it everywhere with you. I know. I take my God with me everywhere too. So.
Yeah. That's the real American Express card. You know what I mean? Your dick.
It could be.
It could be, exactly. Now, speaking of dick, I had a very horrible situation. I just, being that there's no need to wear pants, you know what I mean? I took the liberty, like, after the shower, just to, like, and let me smoke, or whatever. And I had one of those, I was smoking naked. That was a definite note to self. And I guess like in the smoking or whatever, I'm just kind of like laying back or whatever. One of the fucking butts falls on the head of my dick and just.
So you have a bird dick? Oh my God.
Long story short.
You have a bird dick.
I have a burn dick. Well,
Chip has a broken dick. You have a burned dick. Like I'm finding out so many, like these Zoom things. Okay, I'm just finding out so many things about people's dicks.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna point out, especially don't bring your burned dick into it. Okay.
Another. All right, we got another. There's a lot of note to self tonight. Note to self.
No burned dick.
No burned dick. Burn dick or horny dick. All right. Burn dick or horny dick. Or quarantine dick.
Just don't bring a dick.
Just don't bring it. All right. Keep dick out of there. All right. I wrote it down. I'm going to put it on my wall and it's going to go great. Because I do interview a lot of females. Do you know what I mean? I do interview a lot of female performers. Female performers. Because I hide my creep very well. But, I guess you caught me slipping. Well, that goes with the intelligence, the rocket, the scientist's father.
Yes,
I wouldn't expect
I
any
could see
less.
I could see when I started turning you on. You're right. All of that. I need to start. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. It's good that you can catch it. But yeah. So I apologize. So there's no Me Too, right?
I don't think you have to apologize. Like, what are you really apologizing? Finding me attractive?
I mean, because what's the man gonna do when he finds a female attractive? What's he to do? We just go back to our ways and we're like, yeah, I find you attractive.
I
So
think it's
anyway, from the
no.
school that
Don't
I'm at,
fuck this up for the rest of the men. No.
Okay.
I think it depends how your mama raised you, all right? You mean to tell me there's no other way to communicate the fact that you find somebody attractive, making them feel uncomfortable? what? um so my reward for you finding me attractive is making me feel uncomfortable. It's awesome. That's great. Oh my
You're
god.
welcome.
Awesome.
I think everybody wins, right? Ah, I know. I get it.
I know you get
Let's
it.
not incite this
I
anymore.
know. Why can't we just, you know what? Take a joke. God damn it. You know.
Yeah. No. I can't. But
Why you gotta be the victim? Why you?
no. I get it. But the thing is that I know the root of all jokes, and I'm like, oh shit, fuck yeah.
Like, do you know the root of the old jokes, or you are the root of old jokes? Which part?
Wow. This is the roast portion of the
Uh,
Zoom interview, right?
no, I just didn't hear what you said. Wow, you got issues. I literally just did that. Literally.
I'm always ready. Remember, I've been dumped a lot. I'm sorry. It's a reflex that I have. Like, oh
I
yeah.
did sound a lot too, so.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you know about those reflexes? Oh yeah. Well, fuck you then. I don't need you. And then she'd be like, no, I just say good morning. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought you
Those are scar tissue.
was.
Those are scar tissue.
Or defense mechanism. I don't know what it is.
Oh my god, I feel so bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
That is bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm on a bad streak, but hey, that's fine.
Hey, I found out I was single online. Hey, woo!
Yeah. Yeah, hey, if you could dance about it, I guess we could.
I'm so fantastic. He had to scream it to everybody.
Wow. Sweet.
Yeah.
Do you talk about this on stage, or is this just something that you keep? Do you keep your private life away from the stage, or you bring it on the stage?
I think I talk about everything on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just I think it's a matter of like I have I like doing material, like like my jokes that I write out, and I also like ripping sometimes. Sometimes I have no material. Sometimes I'll just go on and like start talking about what's happening in my life. So this would be like part of that type of performance, like my private life.
Right. I got you.
But I mean, like, what's as long as you don't like nobody, you don't say a name.
Right. Yeah, I guess you get. Yeah. It's just part of your experience, your life. You don't have to say a name unless it's a real name that you could use. I know some comedians.
To get some likes, right?
I mean, isn't all about the likes? It's all about the likes. We're living in a very like society.
Yeah,
So
whatever.
yeah. Oh shit. you haven't jumped in the bandwagon of likes. Are you?
I can have a dick every time I open a door. What the fuck do you think I care about likes? What the fuck does a like do? Oh, what does it prove to me? Nothing.
That kind of breaks it down, and it goes back to the vagina thing, right? Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Well, it's just like I think it's confidence. knowing who you are.
Right.
I mean, like,
That's
what do
true.
I mean, what the fuck do I give about? I don't care about. I just, you know, I care about being funny. I care about, you know, expressing myself clearly.
Right.
Um, there's no like likes. I don't know. Maybe it's like, 1,737 thing I care about.
Right.
Yeah.
I got you. Sure. Are you
I mean,
very
like, listen, I really care about my makeup today. Uh,
Thank you.
thank you. I'm just really impressed. MAC, the cosmetic company,
Mhm.
they've been giving like webinars on how to, and I've been like this week, I've been taking it, and I'm just so impressed with the little
Yeah.
tips here and there.
You
I
made me take off my glasses. Yes.
All right,
Very
and
nice.
yeah, and
Now
heads
I
up.
see it.
But you know what I really, really liked about it
Mhm.
is that, like, when I go to the store, when I would go to the store, to the physical location, most of the salespeople are just so don't look like me. They don't they're very young,
Mm.
they're very gay and
Mm.
fabulous. Like, there's just, or very fat, over the top. There's just this doesn't make them anything less or whatever, but online they had people who would do makeup who look like me,
Mm.
who resemble me. So that was very, yeah, heads up to Mac. I really like, thank you
Yeah.
so
Give,
much
give
for
him a
the
little,
invitation.
give him a round of applause. They did a
It
wonderful
really,
job.
yeah,
Yeah. Are
I
you? Are
could do a
you?
better job, but
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
thank you everybody who,
Yeah.
like, this week just been amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
let's take a picture. Let's take a picture
yeah,
right now. I like that angle you just had.
like,
Yeah, there you go. Oh shit, that's. Ooh, I scared myself. I'm like, oh, not you. I had it pointing towards me. There you go. Let me see if I can get just you. Let me see as close as possible. There you go. All right.
no, I don't like being my picture being taken.
Oh, what?
Do
Aren't
it
you a
again.
model?
Do it again. Yeah, I just still don't like my picture.
Oh, do it again. Okay, come on. Yeah, yeah. You're gonna close up. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's your model face there. There you go. Good. We got it. We got it. We got everything. Look out for pics in a few. Well, yeah. This. Thank you so much. I mean,
Thanks for having me.
yeah, you've been wonderful. So honest. Like I said, I've kind of spoken to you before. You mentioned about being a tennis aficionado. Oh, well, a tennis player actually, not aficionado.
Yeah,
A
I
tennis
play
player.
tennis. I like to
Yeah,
play
yeah.
tennis.
Can you talk a little bit about that's different. I've never met an actual
Really?
tennis player.
So
That's
I've been playing tennis since I was 5, and I actually prefer to play with a wall.
oh.
And yeah, it just it soothes me, like it calms me down, it helps me concentrate, and I also feel like it's just a better exercise because the ball always comes back. So yeah, but well, I hurt my foot now, so there you go, and I haven't played
Uh,
for 2 months, so I'm a little bit, but we're in quarantine, so
yeah,
everything
so
worked out.
yeah, everything happens for a reason. You're meant to heal up and then get back out there. Are
Yeah.
these courts? Are your courts open to people playing again, or are we still?
I don't think they open yet.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think
yeah.
so. The New York City is not open yet.
Mhm.
I haven't seen people play yet. I think the nets are still off. So I don't. Yeah. But I don't think it's the right time yet. Like I wouldn't do it just because of, like, when I'm alone, that's one thing. But anything like other people coming, meeting from other households, it's just a little bit right now.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. The big unknown is still out there. So
Yeah.
let's
So
figure it out first before we get back to like business
yeah.
as usual. And I'm sure you miss stand-up comedy as most comedians do. You miss,
I miss stage
especially,
so much.
yeah, because you have a show, and actually tell us about like all the shows that you have going on.
Oh, so yes, before this, I had we did the Funnies NYC at the Eminent Studio on 59th Street,
Mhm.
and it was a live taping of stand up that we did once a month. So now we are doing we moved to Zoom, so
Mhm.
it's every Sunday now from 7 to 8.
Mhm.
You could sign up at the Funnies NYC at gmail.com and reserve your seat
Mm.
every Sunday from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yeah. Yes, awesome. And it's always a great time. And so that's pretty much where they can contact you, right? The funnies
Yeah, the Funnies NYC at
at
gmail.com.
Gmail. There you go. There you go. I'm very happy. I think I got all the information that I needed. Is
Okay,
there any,
fantastic.
yeah, is there anything you wanted to like?
Yeah, I want to plug in a one-liner competition. So because let me start over. Because of what's happening, basically,
Mhm.
my festival, Coney Island Comedy Festival, we decided basically that we're gonna spread like the laughter. We want to evoke like that funny, it's hard, it's just hard right now. So we're starting June 1st, we're starting one liner competition, which is open to the public. It's free to enter. You can enter as many jokes as you like, as long as you use a different email, and it's literally for everybody. We already have submissions from Germany, Australia, and yeah, we're looking forward. And you could do that at the Coney Island Comedy Festival NYC. The winner will be announced September 12th, and the winner receives like a basket of goodies. So
Mm.
fun
Mm.
times for everybody.
Yeah, yeah. Who
Coney
doesn't?
Island Comedy Festival NYC.
Excellent, excellent. Well, thank you, Uba, for being on Be My Guest. This is
Thank you for
awesome.
having.
Hey, no problem, no problem. I learned a valuable lesson, Keep my dick out of it. I'm gonna dream about that, think of it all week, and I can't wait to, you know, implement that new policy on Be My Guest. But thank you so much, and have a good night.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank you
take
so
care of
much.
yourself. All right.
Thank you. You too. Stay
All
healthy.
right.
Bye.
Peace.